Hello, hello, hello. We're back. Thank you very much, Boosh. How are you? Right, let's do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We've got 5 of the 6, and we don't really need the druid and his pussycat. Because I'm feeling like that. Some of you may have got extra points of conviction, so there. So, when we left you last, I do believe Hookshanks was incapacitated and bleeding out on the floor. You'd rescued some of Lamb's lambs, and Gastus was heading back in to find a trapdoor you couldn't open. And I'm not sure you can make that jump to the boat. I was rereading it. It doesn't tell me how high up it is from the boat, but there's a wall in the way for you to get to it. No, I'm not sure you can, but it's up to you when you run it. So here we go. Right, back to the game. I share the map just in case no one is remembers where they are. Technically speaking, because Hookshanks is down, I'm taking away all your bennies and giving you adventure cards. There we go. And Leah's and Sassafras's tokens have, well, your character tokens have vanished as soon as I shared the map. Oh joy, that's why I don't update Fancy Grounds on game day. I'm talking away and none of you can hear me.
No, because you were muted.
I didn't realise I was.
I'll put it in chat.
No,
Okie dokie, something else. Try that again. Hello, welcome.
You gotta let me know when the bad guys are wild cards, Doswalk. Or is there a way I can tell by looking at the...
When you hit them and they don't fall over after taking a wound. Well, actually, you have to watch them roll the dice. I don't know about anyone else, but as soon as I shared the map to it, all the player portraits have vanished. Now they're back.
I can see them.
I had a load of NPCs on the battlefield that weren't wildcards that took 2 wounds each to kill the other day.
I know, I was just being psychic. Righty-ho, so I'm giving you all your new cards. Some of you got a conviction.
I've got the card that when you defeat a wild card monster, to play it immediately, and everybody gets a Benny.
Ah.
So I need to know when we've defeated a wild card.
Oh, have you noticed that portraits are in chat again?
Yeah.
Aye.
If you look at the combat tracker, Elspeth, if they've got that little like dragon logo next to their name, that tells you they're a wild card.
Did you see that for bad guys? Can you?
Yeah, we normally can.
That's okay then. Oh, can you see? Hookshanks is still on the tracker. Has he got a dragon head?
Yeah, he's got a dragon head.
That's how you tell they're wild cards. Okay, so there was people saying you can't. I don't think you can actually look at. I was re-looking at that jump from the board down to the boat. I don't think you can. I don't think. One, the adventure really doesn't make it clear how high everything is above everything else on this map. I have to be honest. And secondly, there's a wall in the way, so I don't think you can make the jump anyway.
Fair enough.
But anyway, as I was saying, you were heading down, and then basically you came back because someone said, "Oh look, there's a trapdoor," and then went, "Oh, hang on, we can't open it from this side."
Oh, but before we do that, Sassafras isn't a fighter. She was just a student 2 weeks ago. She's going to take her quarterstaff and bash his head in. Make sure.
Okie dokie.
And while all these people are doing all these other violent things, Vorka is going to go over to the kids. Vorka is going to go over to the kids. Here. Take this, and is going to hand each of them a silver piece and a piece of dried fruit. And then you go up to the temple of Shelian, and tell them that Vorka sent you. Okay, tell them Vorka sent you, and they will be able to help you. Okay, so that's the best place for you to go right now. Go on, go up there. Go that way.
After bashing in Hookshank's head, she would have asked, to check among them to see if any of them knew of Jakal. I doubt they do, but none of them are.
All right.
Well, if we're all gathering together before going onwards, if Walker's told those kids, the ones that I got hiding under the stairs there.
I didn't know we were gathering together. I'd gone running at top speed to the boat, but apparently there's some mystical force grabbing me and pulling me backwards.
There is. I will make sure that those kids are sent to the Brewmasters at the Jade Dragon.
Okay.
Right.
That sounds like plan. Do you agree that that's a plan? Right. Okay.
There we go.
Well, in my background, I have contact with them, and they are an organisation of the Church of Caden Cullian that specialise in rehoming orphans.
Once again, Volker's already sent them on his way. There we go. I'm going to delete these two from the map, and we need them. There we go. Right. Yeah.
I'm a bit peeved that I'm not in front as I was running ahead.
Well, given that basically for you to get to there, you had to leave the building, run all the way round, and all Augustus did was walk out of there.
Oh, all right, I'll let you off.
Well, if you express this upset, I will.
I won't express the upset.
I would have put my back to the wall and said, "After you."
Right. A slippery boardwalk clings to the side of the fishery, held together by barnacled and crusted pilings that have half their thickness worn away below the waterline, 12 feet below. So actually, at this end, it's at 12 feet. But so the door to Area 6A6 was locked, but the boardwalk is about 13 feet above the water as it winds along the building's south wall, but slopes downwards as it approaches the ship to the east. The reason I pulled you back is because the speed you were running down there, you're going to have to make you're going to have to make checks so you don't fall anyway. But the running, you definitely would have just gone flying into the water. So that's why. So the dock is slippery. As long as basically you were so if you want to run full spell, you most certainly can. You get to make an athletics check. Or you can walk slowly, of course. Gastus has.
There's my athletics check.
Gastus is making athletics.
Let's see. I want to see Leia's athletics check because.
By the way, is it daylight?
There you go.
No, it's evening, isn't it? Someone decided you'd come here in the dark.
Right. Okay.
Well, you got an 18, did you, on your athletics check? You're probably all right then.
I reckon I might manage.
There you go. And then if I go back to here, and I go to there, and I dawn, sunlight, dusk,
London my feet, me.
moonlight. I have to say, moonlight's not very dark on this map.
Moonlight isn't actually very dark when you've got full moonlight and a clear sky.
I know, but there isn't any option for ambient light. There's nothing darker than moonlight. Do you know what I mean? It would be nice to actually have some darker ones,
like starlight, for example.
Yes.
You can set it darker though.
Oh no, you can set the ambient light color, the direction, and the length of shadows. That's all you can do.
I don't believe so.
I'm looking at it right now. Ambient light color, shadows, length, and a preset. That's about it. I mean, that's your lot.
But you can change the color.
Well, I suppose I could make it. Yeah, I can make it black, I suppose. But then.
Go then. Oof, gosh.
Oh, hang on. I just realised something. I didn't have player view on. I apologise.
Aye.
That would probably explain it.
It would explain it. So let's make it dark, though. Yeah, that's not. Oh, yeah. So you can make your own. It's a shame you can't save your own presets, isn't it? Because then I could have proper twilight, as it, dark night.
Well, I don't know. Okay. I can't remember. I think you can do you could do it.
Anyway, okay, Sassafras, if that's your move, I need you to make an athletics check, please.
I think you should open a drinks shop selling sarsaparilla.
Athletics.
Sarsaparilla.
If you're moving 7, I want an athletics check.
Oh.
You're successful. And I need an athletics check from Volker as well. Volker moved 4 inches.
Half my pace.
Yeah, but you moved 4 inches. That means you get to make an athletics check. It's slippery.
Oh, fine. I'm skating down the boards. Tunk, 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 tunk.
Thaddeus is in the way. So Gastus.
How far can we move then?
Have you got dark vision, Gastus?
No, I don't.
And when I click on you, it's showing everything in green.
I know, it's weird, that, isn't it?
Actually, no, that's Thaddeus that's showing everything in green.
Yes, that's just
yes, it is. It's Thaddeus. Thank you. Thaddeus is dark vision.
Really weird.
So you can click on You can click on other characters and see what they see now. I didn't know you could do that.
Because I got low light vision, so I'm seeing everything in gray.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Shouldn't Leah have low light vision?
Yes.
She's a freaking cat, and it's showing yours when I click on.
I'll stop there and see if I can see a way into the boat before I continue my movement.
Although apparently I don't. Apparently it doesn't come a part of the package for some really weird reason. You'd really think it would, wouldn't you?
You might have swapped low light vision for something else.
Low light vision is standard, but did you do an alternate swap?
It might have been the thing I did for the claws.
You've got claws, and I don't know what that comes in place of.
It might be that.
Claws replaces agile. Cat's luck you get. Nimble faller replaces sprinter. Scent replaces low light vision. So you've got a good sense of smell rather than dark. The ability to see in the dark. Yeah. I need an athletics. Oh, you've just done it, haven't you? You're on your 8. Thank you.
And I've got the rest of my move. I just want to. I can't actually see anything else around the corner there. Is there a way onto the boat here?
Yeah, I have to admit
you better put a light on.
I did say I needed to adjust the boat, didn't I? Because I don't think it should be warped. I'm not going to do it now.
Blob.
It is. It's very annoying, really. It shouldn't be a big black blob. The back of the boat.
Then I'll get on the boat because I've got.
Hang on. Okay. Anyone moving 4 or more inches needs to make an athletics check.
We did.
Which I did.
I know you did. Anyone? Okay. So. Okay.
I'm trying to get to the front.
I think you have to get to the. I'm going to say you have to get to the end of the pier to get onto the boat.
Okay, so that's 8, 9. Then I'll see what I can see on the boat in the moonlight. Is this door unlocked?
Well, hold up. I haven't given you the description yet.
Sorry.
Just waiting. I'm just going to let everyone else have a chance to catch up if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be. I'm just going to move you all down to there.
You need an athletics check for suddenly jumping us that far. I was moving a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
I know.
Does that. The GM likes us to be really strict until he can't be asked, and then he's like, "Oh, sod it,
Well, yeah, it's just because when if one player runs on and basically does everything, where's the fun for the rest of you? Is my view. I'm fed up with you all just running. One person runs on ahead, triggers everything, and then basically complains when I kill them. And you're the master, Dark and Haddock.
It's fine if we complained about you killing us.
I'm not saying you lot did. I'm just saying you will one day. The rotten deck of this ancient sailing ship seems to be barely intact. Its hull is worn and thick with seaweed and barnacles. The ship is held together primarily by the layers of old rope that lash it securely to the pilings that support the fishery and the nearby boardwalk. The rickety walkway leads along the ship's starboard, a foot below its railing. Okay, there we go. A single wooden door leading into the aft cabin, bears a crude painting of a red fish on its surface.
So shall we go in?
Well, I'm gonna.
Actually, for the record, I'd forgotten. Yeah, they logically have worked out something for you if you try to jump across there. You basically, if you make the jump, you don't land on the boat. Well, you do, but not for long.
Right, so you're not allowed to land on the boat.
But the bell breaks and you fall straight through the floorboards.
I see. When the bow breaks, the character shall fall.
Indeed.
And then will come Gastus, player and all.
Okay. The air in this room is thick and musty. The thick sheets of cobwebs hang from the walls, and mounds of blankets, cushions, and straw clutter the floor.
Well, since it appears to be dark in there, I'm going to pull one of my sun rods out.
No, no, we don't want sun rods. They're bad.
Activate it.
Fuck it.
And stick it through my belt so that I have light that I can see by.
Does the sun rods not have lighting attached to them? I thought they did.
No, they
You
don't.
fixed it.
They give 30 feet of light at normal light, counting as sunlight.
Yeah, they actually cast a light spell, I believe.
And increase illumination 1 level for another 30 foot beyond that. So it is basically the light spell.
I just gave that to the wrong person, didn't I? There we go.
The question is, now am I now blind?
It counts as sunlight.
Well, the character sheet's not been fixed yet, so I don't know.
The character sheet's not been fixed yet.
If sunlight causes you problems, then yes.
Last week on it.
Oh, for flip's sake, they are fixed. It's a bug. Why it's still showing it like that? It's an actual bug in bloody Fantasy Grounds. I did actually fix all the descriptions. Why you're not seeing them, I do not know, because I fixed it last. You know what? I fixed it, and I've just run the update, and they've stopped working again.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Because all the data, all the text's in there, it's just not showing it. And then I worked out why it wasn't showing it and fixed it, and it was working earlier before I pressed update, and now it's not working again. Yay! So that's okay. All you do is you go and look up your bloody ancestry in the rulebook.
Yep.
Now that there's light to see by, you can tell that Vorka has scraped the gunk off the front of his shield, and there's the great big pink heart that is painted on it. And he apparently has pulled a wooden medallion out from under his shirt or armor or something, and is now hanging down. It's a very crude drawing of a bird with a really long tail, or not drawing, carving of a bird with a very long tail that kind of arcs up over its head.
And I will probably identify that as a symbol of Shilin.
Do you have a cat nearby that
would be a reasonable guess, yes.
There we go. Light sensitive trait -1 is activated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say.
Activating the light blinds Thaddeus, which means I'll put him on hold. And
I say, so you're a lover, not a fighter, eh, Vorka?
Oh, I fight for love.
Don't we all?
Well, I suppose we do in different ways. I will stride past Thaddeus, patting him on the shoulder. Say,
shut up.
Come on, old.
Not you, me. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Stop
Come on, old
moving.
boy.
Stop moving. There's something wrong, and I'm trying to work it out.
Should we all go make a brew or something?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is something going? Right, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. The reason I can't see what's going on is because everyone keeps bloody muscling into the room. There we go. Right, that's fine. I'm happy now.
Right, did you stand on your pin?
I couldn't work out what was going on because, yeah, as soon as you step into the room, you're meant to get attacked, but everyone starts muscling in and pushing over each other. I can't see what's going on.
We stood where the monsters are standing.
Yes. But anyway, so you blind Thaddeus, which therefore means, unfortunately for Thaddeus, he doesn't get a notice check to notice the spider. Therefore, the spider gets the drop on Thaddeus. Hitting. See, right. I found my first bug of the day. Hurrah! Edge.
Oh dear. It is very small though, so hopefully Thaddeus will be fine.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just checking something. It's only Adobe's having a song. Adobe, I really do love it when you just have a spinny thing so you don't actually let me pick. I'm looking. Here we go. Crimson Throne.
What I think about that.
Oh, that's book 2.
The free version's faster. What's that about?
That's book 1. That's what I wanted. Right. Nice. No, because it's possibly completely right, but knowing how shotguns always used to go wrong in the when fantasy grounds, to check something. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It is right. It's just it threw me. Okay, right. Let's bite fat. Let's buy Thaddeus, right? Well, so oh dear.
But it's a radioactive spider, so he's going to end up with superpowers.
I think that might be the problem here. Obviously, the venom obviously affects Thaddeus quite badly, causing 3 wounds from the bite.
Critical fail.
Dear me. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And because I forgot to put the link in, annoyingly, I forgot to put the link in I needed. Core, I think mild poison is fatigue, isn't it?
Yes, but you do get a bigger check to
Yes.
avoid it.
Mild fatigue, exhaustion cannot cause incapacitation. Okay, so obviously the poison bite gives 3 wounds to you, and then you get to make a vigor check at -5. Obviously -2 from the poison, but -5 because you've just taken 3 wounds. Because you can't see what's going on when the spider just hits you in the face. Wow, I'm impressed. So you avoid the poison. Okay, you cry out in pain, and then the spider scuttles down the stairs. Disappears.
Yeah, so sun rods, bad idea.
Well, neither of us will be able to see without it.
You know, Sassafras are finally clocking on to the fact that Thaddeus seems to have a problem with bright light.
Uncomplicated.
Let me see if I
Gremlin.
can.
You're a gremlin.
Bite. And suck and spit. No, it's more than I can deal with, I'm afraid.
Right, I say the spider's pickled off down the stairs, and Thaddeus is shivering on the floor with poison. Well, obviously not with poison because he made the same throw, but for role-playing purposes, he's in a bad way.
Walker, little fella, you carry an amulet of Shalin. Can you perhaps help Master Thaddeus here?
She should have known. Never ever trust anybody.
I can try. I can try. If sunlight's affecting him that way, then he may not like the stuff that I do. So let's just see what happens here.
Well, that gets one.
You don't have anything to say about this, do you?
That gets one wound back.
You want me to Benny that? See if I can get you two. Nope, you're just getting one. Okay, Vorka mumbles something, and his amulet glows just a little bit, and then this cloud of hearts appears over your head and drifts down, covering your wounds and causing them to close.
What was that?
That was the devil.
I believe it was "thank you very much." I mean, or words to that effect.
He got more duck sound effects now. He worked out. Is he worked out more duck sound effects? Is that what we're saying?
Looks like.
Oh, let's watch out for spiders as we head.
You just have to pay
attention.
attention. Right?
Nobody, please, nobody move just
watch
yet.
Duck for yes, and watch duck for no. And what happens if we're in a bad mood? Okay.
What's duck for maybe?
I don't know. I don't think he does. Maybe.
Ah.
So, what do you think of sunrods?
Did that duck just say rubbish?
But without the sunrod, Master Wild Soul, neither of us will be able to see. Our diminutive and feline friends, perhaps, but we will not be able to.
Guess who forgot to do this just before the game started? Me. Sorry, guys, I forgot to do something, and it makes my life easier to do now. Right, that to that. Hey, you can try the steps again now if you want.
Okay, I will once again say we should watch out for more of those spiders as we go below decks, and carefully make my way below decks.
Did you get a prompt? That's what I was just.
Where do I want to go? Do I want to go to Old Fishery lower floor or Old Fishery lower floor?
It doesn't really matter which one you pick, but because I don't. It's so.
First one, then.
Yeah, I sure.
All over the place.
Errors, error.
Errors?
Errors.
Yeah.
Screen full of
You
errors.
fixed it.
What I did too. I am going to unlock tokens so you can all just appear. I'm not letting hold fire though. I need to get down to the next floor myself, so I'm going to close that. So you should be. The point is, you should be able to move to the stairs, and then it should ask you if you want to teleport down, which makes my life easier. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Okay.
One side so we don't end up on top of each other.
I'll accept. I'll
again.
Okay, so dark and dank. The ships. Why does it keep flipping that map back up? Dark and dank. The ship's hold smells of mildew. Several barrels, crates, and other containers lie stacked here and there. Dust and grime cover the floor, except where the river has collected the river water has collected in puddles. And I've just realised we've got a jolly come lately, so I'd probably have to send the invite out again so they get the sound effects. There we go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, how come when I go to the lower level, I don't see nobody? Or are we all just stacked?
Because it doesn't like you.
Well, I've tried to move off, but he's not accepted it yet. So presumably when we spread out, we'll not be.
Okay,
you know what? I lost the sentence.
Wrong sound effects. Anyway, okay, so you're actually no right sound effects. Is everyone in the hold now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Aki isn't his pet.
Yeah, I can't see Aki unless.
No, I
Aki's
can't
a
either.
walker.
Right, so where's this spider thing, Malarkey?
And are there any were there any lights
I
down
would
here
say
already?
it's there. Drain spider.
Swarm.
Quick, turn on the
it's a
water.
swarm of them now. Marvellous.
Yeah, it went down and joined the rest of the swarm, which means basically at the end of all of your turns, you're inside the swarm.
Okay.
Lovely.
Leia's first. Swarms are at the end of your turn, aren't they? Was it the end of the swarm's turn now, actually, isn't it?
End of the swarm's turn.
Yep.
All
See
right,
me
then.
on the map in the old fishery first floor.
Have you moved there yet?
I'm on the old fishery first floor, but I can't see any other player.
That's because they've all gone to the lower floor. There you go.
Oh, Leah's up first.
I'm trying to do stuff, but he hasn't noticed.
I know you. Yeah, that's fine. You moved to there.
There were lots of crates and barrels and stuff around. What size are these spiders individually? I know it's a swarm, but roughly, are we talking like rat-sized or?
No, tiny. Spider-sized.
Spider-sized, right.
Swarm.
Everyone's
Or stomping them.
If I give you a Benny, can I find a barrel of rum?
You can, but I want to make sure I understand this. You want to find.
Take control of the swarm.
You want to find a barrel of highly flammable liquid when you're buried deep inside the bowels of a highly flammable wooden object.
Yes, but not just because it's flammable. I'm pretty sure being swamped in rum is going to discombobulate spiders anyway. If they're swimming in it, then they're going to imbibe it. It's going to make them drunk. And then we've got the last resort of setting them on fire if we want to.
Also, alcohol burns off quite quickly when it's spread out and wouldn't.
I know it does.
affect
Yeah.
The wood at all.
I'm just trying to scare you.
Especially considering how damp wood it is.
It's a game.
On the theory of we're going to treat these spiders like little crepes. Who's that?
Okay, I'm going to break open a barrel of rum in the centre of the swarm so it swamps them.
I hope that wasn't good rum.
Does it smell like good rum, or does it smell like cruddy rum?
But we could befriend them. And why is the rum gone?
Okay, you wash away the spiders all across the floor. Well, that was easy, wasn't it?
There's more down there though.
No, that's where they all are at the moment.
All right.
Reforming. Okay. Sassafras.
Hey, they're away from us, but we want to do more damage.
I'm afraid they're too dispersed. They're too dispersed to a damage at the moment.
Yeah, but havoc doesn't. It isn't a matter of damage. It's like.
Did they just disappear? Are they gone?
You washed them away.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we're not in combat anymore then.
I'm going to keep it. Yes and no. I'm going to keep it in turns just for the fact that actually you're out of combat this turn, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'll allow that. It cost you you spent a penny on it, so I'm going to be reasonable and allow it to have an effect. It won't be a permanent solution, but it will give you some breathing space. Okay.
Are these like crates and stuff here?
Pass is the honest answer.
I'm checking that bulwark for ways through, because if the kids said Gastus Gadrin Land was underneath that building and you had to go through the boat to get to him, there's got to be a way through along this bulwark somewhere, because there wasn't a way to underneath the thing from the deck.
I think that it's going to be there where there's a green bit.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
I'll be honest. It is the normal difficulty to spot the secret door is easier to spot due to the faint trail of tracks leading to and from the door and the filth on the floor. But someone just washed all the filth away, so you need to find it now. I'm not making that up.
That's fair. Fine.
I will start rapping on boards and things like that and looking for steams and stuff.
Okay. You rack down the entire side, don't find anything.
Then I go back up again.
Okay.
Would we need a notice check to see if we can spot it?
Vorka is going to keep an eye out for those spiders reconglomerating.
Reconglomerating, I like that word. That's an
Give you
awesome
a
word.
penny for that word.
I think I found a door.
Adorable.
And I'm going to have the spiders reforming and come swarming towards you.
Oh noes!
Sassafras, you're first.
I see the spiders reforming, so I'm going to give them a chance to get unformed.
You see him? Yeah.
Yeah, let me target him. So.
Yeah, you can.
Well, that kind of bites. Oh.
Are you spending the extra PowerPoint? Are you...
yes,
thank you, Cal. Are you spending a PowerPoint for selective?
Yeah.
You didn't declare selective. I'm going to be cruel. You didn't declare selective before you rolled the dice, like I wasn't allowed to. Therefore, you've hit the cap. And if you want to blame anyone, you can blame Mr. Evil GM, who didn't let me point that out. Like,
oh, that's fine. I don't like cats.
All right. I had a druid's animal companion got killed because somebody forgot to include it.
Yeah.
So the boar fell down the well and died.
It wasn't mine, was it? Wasn't me though. Okay, so that's a successful casting on the swarm. The swarm is okay. And we just need to make a... Actually, no, the swarm isn't okay because, of course, they get someone didn't apply distracted. Therefore, I forgot that...
Yeah, they're distracted. They might not be.
Yeah, well, they're okay because they weren't distracted when they made the save. So that's a shame, isn't it? And that brings us to Cease, who basically who growls in shock as gets basically blown as well.
You can't get blown overboard because we're not on deck anymore.
Let's not challenge him.
Basically, the cat is picked up by your havoc and smacked into the bulkhead and hits it painfully.
You don't mean me, do you?
No, I mean Aki's cat.
The putty tap.
Oh.
Oh. We seem to be the greatest danger to ourselves.
You've got to kill his... Well, it's a wild card, so it's... No, I'm afraid that's all three. That's all three of the Bennies. Okay, the cat hits the wall and lands, and everyone looking at it can see it limping.
Oh.
Vorka. Oh, hang on.
Beast friend. I could have beast friended it.
You still
can.
Would
have been ours then.
You still can.
The little spiders. Anyone got agoraphobia?
Actually, a five would in all fairness, a 5 would fail because they were distracted. Therefore, they got blown into that bulkhead and are shaken. Over to you, over to Vorka.
Okay, I'm going to squeeze over here past Thaddeus.
Yep.
And the medallion that he's wearing, he's got it on a really long cord, so it hangs down a little closer to his belly. And you see him kind of throw his arms back and push his belly forward and goes, Shellin loves you! And then this fire bursts forth out of the medallion.
I love that. Yeah. And it loves you and then sets fire to them. Oh my word, I think that's a very successful casting.
Yeah.
I hope Shellim doesn't love me.
I like the way that you cast it is you thrust your belly out or possibly your groin in their general direction.
I picked up on that as
more
well.
like the Care Bears.
Weaponized navel.
Oh yeah.
Really glad gravy, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the end of the. Oh, that's the end of the. That's the end of the spider swarm.
That's how a goblin shows love? Well, glad I've never wanted to engage in relations with one of your kind.
The blood dice have come out. I forgot to. I haven't bought them yet. Damn.
I didn't buy them. I'm going to heal.
What do you mean you did? Oh, what you mean you got them for free?
Oh, I'm not saying anything.
What?
I backed the Kickstarter. Did you back the Kickstarter?
No.
I see. I backed the Kickstarter.
I was tempted, but I thought I was tempted, but I thought. But did you get the whole game, or did you just back it for the dice?
Everything. I got the ultimate license, and I given an ultimate license to Pantera on, one of the Americans who streams on the stream on Mondays.
Oh yeah.
So he's got an ultimate license now. So everyone's got a license now in that group.
Right. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to deal. Clear all. Clear all shouldn't deal cards. It should clear cards. Okay. I must have misclicked.
Can you remove the wound from my cats?
Who healed the cat?
I healed the cat.
You healed the cat? Of course I healed the wound from the cat.
I'm guessing I'll need an athletics roll to run along there, so
I'll shut up. Let me sort everything out and then I'll get on with it. Sorry, I don't mean shut up in the strictest, nastiest sense. It's just everyone's getting on my... Everyone's trying to rush on while you've walked into a new location. I'm just going to run across the map before the GM even actually bothers to actually give us the description and set up the sound effects and everything else. So
yes, I'm being
what do you expect us to do? Do you not want us to ever take edges, like, overconfident?
Hindrances even.
Hindrances, yeah. Sometimes our characters are wanting to run ahead.
Well, that's fine, but right. Anyway, the narrow space exists under the fishery with about 3 feet of room between the floor on the eastern side of the building and the languid, foamy water below. Wooden pilings support the building and thick mats of moss and cobwebs hang from ropes and chains rusted between them. A wooden walkway floats on the river's surface, winding along the inner wall of the pilings that supports the building frame from above. The walkway leads from the sodden ship to the east all the way to a small 2.5-foot square door that leads into an understructure below the fishery's land-bound half. My word. The pilings below the understructure are densely arrayed, leaving only narrow gaps in the water below. There we go. Okay.
That's square door a trapdoor?
Then I shall skulk along here as swiftly as I can and get to the door and smash it in, because I'm guessing Gadrin Lamb is somewhere behind there and I want to smash it in angrily.
Oh, that got me a console error.
I bounced off it.
No, you didn't. You didn't get far. You didn't get that far. Stop bloody moving. If I stop you moving somewhere, it's because I want to hurt you.
No.
Well, if he kills us off in the first book, then he doesn't have to mess with this no more.
Okay, this is very interesting. This is very broken. I can't actually click on the link without getting console errors. I mean, I'm worried. Apart from the fact the spider added okay, I'm worrying that Fantasy Grounds has just decided to break, so I can't actually add NPCs to the maps. Because obviously you all said we'll find out in a sec. For now, it could be there is an interesting
This is a good spot to
parsing error.
Yep, definitely brewing up now.
Definitely could be a case of. Definitely could be just. It just could be. It could be a case of. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It's a broken encounter. That's fine. I've just realised there's obviously something wrong with the encounter code because the shortcuts to the NPCs aren't showing up. That's quite annoying. Is anyone else coming outside, or are you just staying put?
I will. I'm just AFK.
Yes, fine.
If I healed my cat, I'm coming out.
And Sassafras has.
Yeah, you started yelling at people for moving, so I stopped.
No, wasn't yelling at people for moving. I was yelling at someone for just basically running right across the bloody map.
Silenicitis is not a people.
Right. Let me just eat him with my shark, and then you can all carry on.
Yeah, Vorka ducks his head a little bit, but otherwise he's walking just fine. Kind of snickering at all these tall folk.
Okay, Gastus, as you go running across, a shark literally dives out of the water, tries to snap at you, and you duck at the last second.
Curses! Cadence balls! I wasn't expecting that.
The known for anyone like to make a common knowledge roll? If they can see the shark as it dive over, that it is, of course.
My cat isn't shaking either.
Sassafras is trying to look around people as she's at the door and doesn't see anything.
Aki probably wouldn't.
Surprisingly, Vorka actually may know what this is.
Aki being a druid, I'll give him a +2 bonus. So, Aki, Vorka, and Leia, you notice the distinctive jagged markings, mottled hide, and upon the shark, and therefore you realise it is what is called a jigsaw shark, capable of living in both fresh and salt water, and often swim far up the river in search of food. There's even a piggy for it.
Do I not know that then?
Yes, you do on 9, Mr. Smart Alec. Okay. I didn't notice.
I was just wondering if it was because I was the one that got attacked. I zipped past me too quick to see.
Quite possibly, actually. I will give you that. I will give it that. And I think I may have noticed something I've missed. That's fine. I'm just looking for it now. Oh, people are getting drinks and things.
Just let us know when you're ready.
But if it attacks me and missed, is it disengaging? And do I get a free attack on it as it disengages?
No, because it was very much a case of you were rushing ahead and not paying attention to where you were going because you were focused on them. You know what I mean? So,
yep, that's fine.
I don't think I'd set one up for this. That's interesting.
In which case, as it leaps out of the water to go at me, and I do a little dive and a forward roll, I will continue my forward roll, kick open the door, and go through it if I can.
You really want to just hit me with multiple encounters? But you and your let's have as many encounters as we can at once. That's great. Thank you very much.
It's a shark. How am I going to fight a shark with a rapier?
It'll jump on the thing. It's a land shark. It's going to grow a pair of legs.
I mean, if you want me to put on a leather jacket, I'll then jump. I'll jump the shark on my water skis.
Yes. Oh, okay, that's fine. Right, you get to the door. In the meantime, I am going to.
I'll boot it open if I can, if it's openable.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
We're under the boardwalk, down by the sea.
I'm in a very okay. My combat tracker's gone very weird. So, Gassis, you have a joker, but you're third on the initiative.
Really? I can see myself first on the initiative, but then there might be invisible things that I can't see.
Vorka, no, it's Vorka and Naki are ahead of you. Right.
I can see Vorka below me on the Jack of Spades.
Right. Now, basically, because Fantasy Grounds is being very weird, I'm going to just re-deal.
Muted, that's why.
I'm going to re-deal. Testing new stuff on your
Yeah, I know that, but I kind of need the GM to reply because otherwise he'll probably say it isn't afterwards. I mean, I'm coming over. Sound.
We hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Okay, great. Right. I am going to, as the tides dropped down a little bit and revealed some sort of jellyfish type creature, I'm going to reach underneath, slash it so it's bleeding, and throw it to the shark to distract it, so it isn't interested in us anymore because it's just got a nice jellyfish to eat.
Okie dokie. Okay, I am. But you know what? I still can't remember where the bloody place is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're by the sea, so I'm going to say it's got to be tidal. So that's fine.
Yeah, Corvosa is near the mouth of the Jagara River.
I know it's near the mouth. It's where I can't work out where this is. Okay, so you're feeding the jigsaw shark jellyfish. That's absolutely fine. Sassafras, what are you up to?
Going to inch my way out there to see what's going on because I was stuck behind Aki and I didn't see it.
You inch yourself forwards. There we go. Oh, hang on. Let's turn off snap to living grid. There we go.
There we go. That's good enough. And do I see the shark?
You can see the shark chomping down on something. Yes.
You nasty.
Jigsaw shark.
Doop 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 doop.
That's the tracker and it went to nothing, so there's something there we can't see.
Oh, yep. Another shark.
Oh, another
literally
shark.
Lunges out of the water and bites Aki. But misses. Obviously gets tangled up in all the wreckage and basically, and then basically it dives, it lunges in, tries to literally grab at Aki, biting half the decking off where he is, and then basically dives back into the water, and you're not sure where it went. That brings us to Gastus.
Oh,
the door's locked.
The door's locked.
Yes. Oh, is it locked or is it? It might be barred, if I'm honest. I
don't think it's locked.
I'm calm. Put it in your bowl when you're holding it up there. Next time you hold it there, I assume you've got enough.
Or if it's not locked and it's barred, I'll try and kick it open.
No, it is. It does mention. It does actually mention a key, so it is just locked.
I don't think it is. I think somebody forgot to lock it. Because I've tried the lock and it wasn't locked.
It's fine. No, that's fine. It's not a problem.
I'll assume that my checking the lock takes the whole turn, and if I can't move inside, that's fine.
Well, yeah, I was just checking actually because I'm sure it used to take minutes. But it doesn't actually say in the Savage Pathfinder. So, yeah, it's obviously going to be a whole round action to pick the lock. So I'm afraid the door is definitely still locked at the moment, but you are picking it.
Yeah.
Is how I would go with that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to Jigsaw Shark number 1, which is basically eating jellyfish.
I'm sure that's very nice for it.
Okay, Aki, you're up.
The sharks attacking us, are they?
Well, the one that attacked you has attacked you and disappeared.
I'm going to cast elemental manipulation, and any shark comes out, I'm going to just blow it back.
Fair enough, go for it. Cast that elemental manipulation.
Yeah, I might make it. Yeah, I'm going to give an extra 2 power points to make it power. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Because this stupid asterisk. Yeah, okay, I can't do that. Okay, I'm not going to do that. All right.
Can't do that yet. You'll be able to do it later when you're like.
Do it when
I am going to actually tweak it. So rather than just being asterisks, I'm actually going to. I think I'm going to go back through all the powers and actually put that down the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. A bit like I saw how they did it in Rifts. It makes it a little more obvious. So. Does mean I've got to go read through every power again. But given that how I've found an interesting,
I've done all the powers, and I've done all the powers on rifts already.
I know.
Updated them.
Nice.
I can send you that if you want.
No, because they're different. Oh, look at the scratches. I'm definitely going to use. I'm definitely going to use those. Cause I know it's werewolf. I'm definitely going to have to use those for rippers next year.
I've got a little gust of wind floating around me now. Anything attacks is going to get knocked back.
Gust of wind, eh?
What have you been eating?
You gone for
cabbages.
You gone for elemental manipulation air, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Okay, Walker.
I was going to walk as well, but...
Well, be my guest.
There you go, I walked.
Did indeed. Walker.
Vorka is going to go ahead and just walk around the thing here. He's going to head over to this door that may or may not be locked.
At this point, I'm going to attempt to interrupt you.
Of course you are.
You put Jaws on.
You may succeed.
This might be Walker walks to there and then Walker's gone.
Well, since we've got so many bennies here recently, let me go ahead and just spend one. Yep. No, there we go. Vorka ducks it.
When you get to react, okay, you see the shark lunging out of the water to attack you, and you basically get to go first.
I will give this shark a chop.
I imagine that is not the Jaws song. I assume that is that song that everyone goes on about that I know nothing about. That never having been a parent.
You just
boy, there's a bullet you managed to dodge. Make me jealous.
It's quite straightforward. Sat down, but when when you're young and thinking about it, it's like, money or kids? Money.
That must have been my problem. I was young enough to not think
about it. Process involved. Well done. Those people don't bother.
Shut up! I'm sat here being broke and resentful.
Apparently I missed the shark, but I do just continue kind of darting on past towards the door.
The shark has a parry of 6, so a 5. Oh no, you hit it, but yeah, you just don't get to damage it, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so it basically will swim after you and lunge at you, but the point, unfortunately, but it won't just obviously take you overboard with surprise or anything. And yeah, that's fine. Obviously, basically, you're not hurting it; you're just hitting it, bashing at it, and then it just slips back into the water. It's nearby though because you had to use up all its movement to get to where it to ambush you. That brings us to Thaddeus.
Stab it, Vorka! Don't stroke it.
You're desperately picking at the look as you're looking at it, Joe.
Yeah.
Where'd Thaddeus go?
Thaddeus should try and get out the boat.
He's going through the wall.
Yeah, he's trying to walk through the wall at the moment.
Right.
Bumped his head, that's what it is.
2 to there.
Just a cheeky sharp movement to make it more scary for the part.
Can we move to there?
Push can. I can't believe they didn't make any sound effects for the fight with sharks on the underpier. I'm talking about Sirenscape here.
Have splashes occasionally.
Yeah. I will check again. I couldn't find a mood for other than the one I'm playing at the moment, the underpier.
Jigsaw shark 2 still visible then, is it?
It's submerged, but you can see it.
it's submerged, so I can't hit it with an arrow. In other words,
you can. See, people fish with arrows, so I'm pretty sure you can.
You can. I'll just apply a slight penalty to it because of the refraction.
I don't think you'll need a penalty because I can see.
It would only been a -1, because of the for the water, but it's only got louder the water there, didn't it? I haven't done anything to the volume.
I thought you'd found something more shark appropriate. I was going to commend you for it, but if you didn't do it, then
it's obviously just built up to some louder water. Maybe that's the sharks swimming around, kicking it up more.
Exactly.
Okay. Nothing under shark, nothing under jig, under pier just has this mood. So yeah, I don't think they've done anything. Okie dokie. Last but no means least, that brings us to Leia.
Just as you said that, I accidentally minimised fantasy grounds. That was useful. Okay. I know that that's where the shark is, but how much of it is above water?
It's not. It's submerged. I mean, it came out and it's basically it's obviously probably swimming along the dock there, but because of the nature of the turn nature, it's stationary until obviously it's action. But yeah, it basically rose out the water, tried to bite Vorka. Vorka was smacking at it with his short sword. He didn't hurt the shark, but he was able to stop the shark from grabbing hold of him, and then the shark's obviously just slipped back into the water. As it slips back in, Thaddeus fires an arrow at it. So for all intents and purposes, it's there. It's just moving back into the water.
It went for Vorka, and the Goblin of Love beat it off.
I'm getting Barry White vibes there. I'm going to stand there in a martial arts claws out Zen ready pose and be ready to fend it off and defend against it until Gastius actually gets that damn door open.
So you're going defensive, are you?
Yeah.
Gastius will get the door open at the start of his next turn, obviously. So, you know what I mean? So it's all down.
I think we've just accidentally renamed him, but never mind. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, Leia's defending. Okay, that brings us to the end of the round. Let's hit that function key, and the jigsaw shot got the Joker. And with a cat with a tasty morsel of a cat right in front of it, it's just going to literally lunge back out the water. It doesn't critically fail, so I'm afraid I'm with a Joker bonus. I'm going to have to spend the penny I just got. Later, its defense is very useful there. Even with a Joker bonus, that shark can't grab you. You just dive out the way as it goes for you. And that brings us to Vorka. According to Spokes, we'll say the shark's obviously trying to get you, so it's out. It's out of the water at the moment.
Ish, right. Okay, yeah, Vorka's going to do some more choppy chops.
It probably looks like it does in the picture, its head out. It's most of the shark's under the water. Oh, yeah, that's a hit with a raise. It'll be like the picture. The shark sort of got its head out of the water.
It was so focused on Leia that I actually got a good swing in.
You did? Yeah. It's interesting to note the D20 version has a single shark, Savage Worlds, so you get 3 because obviously that's the power balance difference between hit points and Savage Worlds. The shark is no more. It is ceased to be. It's an ex-shark.
That was really good. That was really good playing bait there, Leia. That was really well done. Yes.
You're welcome.
Vorka, pointy end goes in the bad guy. Remember that for future.
I did put the point. I did. I put the pointy end in the bad guy. Of course, the other one is still floating around out there somewhere.
I'm just laughing because the bad guy that you didn't search has got the key to the door you just picked the lock on, so it doesn't matter. That's okay.
Right, I will boot the door open.
Sorry, I was unlocking it, and you obviously okay.
All right, so I'll go in, and then when I can see what's inside, I might move further.
Okay, I need to deal now. Deal. Okay. Right. This gets interesting. So I just need to check this one out. This gets really weird because I know that I'm not sure this encounter ever works with players. Actually, I know how. There we go. Maybe that will work. Okay. So the air in this room is large room is chilly and stinks of the river, thanks to a huge opening in the floor that drops away to the river shore 3 feet below. Several pilings emerge from the water to support the roof 8 feet above the floor, with mossy ropes slung between them. Oh, you can even see the ropes. In 2 places, rusty manacles hang from ropes over the water. 2 5-foot wide walkways cross the whole to the other side of the chamber, where a collection of old cabinets and lock boxes and piles of clutter are strewn about. Chipped porcelain plates, a cracked goblet, badly rusted silverware, an old wooden shield with a crossbow bolt embedded in it, the odd-dinged helmet, and other treasures litter the floor on this side of the chamber. 3 tables heaped with clutter stand amid this mess. In the southeast corner, a wooden door provides access to a walled-off section.
Oh, I see the fellow there, yes?
No, the door I meant, but you can.
Yes, I see the door, but do I see that fellow there as well, yes?
Gedra the Lamb, a twisted fevered snake, a plague of convulses, forgotten children, all-round despicable wretch can be found here. He's sitting at the table, sorting through probably, what was probably the day's haul. He seems to be painstakingly examining and praising and cataloguing the loot. Okay, however, of course, you picked the lock, and so therefore he's already turned to face you as you open the door and step in.
He's a guy.
I should say, Gadrin Lamb, I presume.
Second. Gadrin recognizes. You see the problem? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go on then. Say what you say, because I'm rereading this because I still think this is just ridiculous.
Gadrin Lamb, I presume.
He looks at you with utter contempt. He actually looks at you. He obviously, you realise he recognises you.
Well, I shall walk towards him, finishing off my move. Hello. My name is Gastus Lentinius. You killed my brother. Prepare to die.
And this is the problem. There's a whole speech and everything else where he has to talk to all of the characters. You all get to confront him, but it will never happen because the first person in the room will just kill him.
Fine.
That was the.
You're going to
entering an on-guard position. I'm not going to fight him unless he's armed.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, why write an encounter in such a way that when you know your average player, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's them writing it badly. It's not your fault.
That's what I mean. I'm not having a go at you guys because I know exactly what would happen. I'm complaining. They put all this stuff in, and it's like, what's the point? Anyway,
if you want to have a go at us, I don't mind. Okay, do it.
That makes you feel better, you know.
Fucking players always not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So yeah, I enter an on-guard position and I wait for him to come at me.
Fair enough. It's going to eat you. It's easier. You dodge to one side. Basically, yeah, there's a... basically, leaping out... Well, not leaping out. Coming out of the pool as you advance towards Gedrin is a
crocodile.
Crocodile. Yes, I'm trying to see if it actually... Do you know, it does actually say if it's a crocodile. It doesn't actually say if it's a crocodile or an alligator. But
Maybe
anyway, there we go.
Maybe
it is a crocodile. But anyway, I'm going to... Right, I'm going to... For the sake of just because they're there, let's put them in anyway, shall we?
You.
Oh, the water stopped.
Did you find me?
See, that's one of the ones he's meant to do.
So I can hear it.
He said, "You. How the hell did you find me?"
We followed the smell.
You showed up snot-nosed on my stoop.
That would have obviously been to Vorka, but obviously he's not going to live long enough to say it to Vorka. Or Aki, actually. Because I think you both were... No, it's Aki, actually, I'm thinking of, isn't it? Aki was a unhappy childhood. That's what he would have said to Aki, you see. And to you, Gustus, you see, what he would have said, if you hadn't just come straight in and said, prepare to die, obviously. So this is all just so you appreciate what... Yeah.
Someone spent ages doing these voices.
I always thought you'd make a good partner. What say you shiv these other fools for me? The pay'll be more than fair.
But you said I'm prepared to die, and then obviously Gobblegut, who basically was on hold, tries to bite you and doesn't do anything. But that's fine. That brings us to Leia. But I can put the music back. I'll put the food on. So obviously you can attack him. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry. It's what he says when he says prepared to die. Yeah.
I'll continue my move once I can see in the room.
4 inches when you get to there.
I think I'll attack that alligator.
You're going to attack Gobbleguts. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at you. I was reading another adventure the other day, and it's like this hugely written scene. It's like, yeah, but that will never happen because the players won't do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
I've had the same thing happen as well. You spend ages getting it ready, and then they go, right, he starts his speech. I'm going to just dive at him and knock him on the floor while he's mid-speech.
Yeah, which I don't have a problem with. It's just, why write it that way? Okay, Gobbleguts is going to attempt to soak that. Hint, hint for certain people who've got cards. I'm afraid Gobbleguts doesn't appear to be affected by your attack layer.
Gobbleguts isn't a wild
card. Gobbleguts is a wild card.
Press T-Berry, you're next.
I'm just gonna keep moving along the walk. I'm not gonna try running because it's still kind of slick out here, so my move is 5.
No problem.
Hang on a moment. I'm missing a trick here. We could totally feed Gadrin to the alligator.
This is pet. I'm not sure if it would eat him or not. I'm going to check.
Yes.
He does feed the kids to it though.
Mind you, if we try to feed Gadrin to it, he'll probably come back later with an impressive moustache, a big hat with a feather in it, and a hook for a hand.
Oh, lovely.
It's the Duckman.
No. I was just reading. I'm gonna slightly retcon something and point out that one of the when you were talking to the lambs upstairs, they would have said this because one of them, a couple of them watched when they weren't supposed to. One day they were sneaking around in here and they hid when they thought they were going to get caught. Those manacles. Giggles hangs an orphan by the ankles and then slowly lowers the child down into Gobblegut's slapping drawers, stringing out the torment for his own twisted entertainment, obviously laughing all while doing it, by making the child answer impossibly complex questions and having Giggles drop him a few inches each time the orphan fails to answer.
Wow.
Don't tell me that happened to Jakal because I don't have enough combat skills to do anything about it.
Well, I won't tell you that then. Okay, Thaddeus Wildsoul, you're up, sir. Pushing Kelm. It is indeed. I know you said that a while back, I only just noticed. Thaddeus. Oh. Happy.
Oh. I'm going to...
You think you can get the best of Daedra and Lamb?
I'm going to walk to there.
Okay, you walk to there.
I'm going to get my cat coming across. What was the pace of a cat? Where are you, cat?
I believe cats have a pace of 6.
They do. I might actually make him run.
Those claw effects are really rather special, aren't they? I don't want to eat the cat. I'm going to eat the cat
Say
now.
there's a drape. Say there's a drape on the wall and the cat's climbed to the top of it and he can't reach it. And then you don't have to.
I'll eat the cat anyway. The cat's going to be too fast. And
Actually, I can eat sassafras instead. No, I won't. I completely missed it. These sharks have been completely incapable of hitting anything. Right, okay. Now here...
So hungry, they can't attack.
I know I played it already, but I just thought I could give you a chance to answer this one, Gastus.
Yeah. How the hell did you find me?
Oh, a very kind lady pointed me in your direction.
He looks critically at you. Could admit to say the name. You know.
Oh, why not? I will say the name.
Zalara.
Yes, Zalara Esmeralda. She sends her regards.
Yes, I remember her. Such beautiful eyes and silky hair. I couldn't bear to feed them to my pet. She's in the next room if you'd like to speak to her. You think you can get the best of Daedra and Lamb?
Okay, new round. Thaddeus is still on hold. Vorka, you're up, sir.
Okay, Vorka is going to step forward.
Sorry, for text, I forgot to press the text button. That's what he said when you mentioned Zalara.
I will step to here. And I will... How points do I still have? I still have a bunch. So let's go ahead and do a... It ain't yours. I am going to cast deflection on myself and Gustav and Leia because they're the only ones that are in here.
Gustav. We've had Gatsius and now Gustav.
Oh yeah, no, he's going to mess up his name a lot. So
don't worry, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I love it.
This is mine. You'll not have it.
Oh, and it is going to be an at fighting -2. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you're all deflected.
Hurrah!
I just spent a penny to give Gassius a Joker by mistake.
Give me a Joker.
I mean, I'd move you up the tracker by mistake. I meant to spend a penny for Gedron, but so I'm afraid I'm going to be evil and move you back down. I think you're technically on that. You can spend a penny and have the 10 of diamonds if you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So that's not going to move you back down, actually. So, well, just remind me, she'll go. Aki's just got disconnected.
Oh, that's what that was.
Is he going to maintain the smite power on me? I take it he's not.
Don't worry. I don't know why it shouldn't have gone so fast. It should last 5 turns. That smite powers from a very old combat. That would, you know what I mean? That expired long ago. Okay, so Gedra and Lamb basically reaches down to the desk, picks up a hand crossbow, points it at Gobblegut, and pulls the trigger. I'll try that again. Hitting. Okay, Gobblegut goes berserk.
Okay.
Except it's rage, isn't it, these days? But
it is rage, yes.
Frenzy, I think, actually, they said here. So, Gobblegut. He goes frenzy. Tactics. First thing he does, fires crossbow. As soon as he hits, the sudden pain drives the cantankerous. Oh, it's an alligator into a frenzy. So there we go.
There you go. Now you know what it is.
Now I know what it is. Okay, so yeah, rage is an effect, isn't it? So I should be able to just type rage. Yep, there we go. Gobblegut is raging. Right, okay, sorry about that. Just get myself sorted.
Does he actually wound him, though?
Potentially does, doesn't he? Because he doesn't. It doesn't actually. It doesn't actually. It's an interesting one because the way it's written, he doesn't actually have to hurt Gobblegut to do it. But you see if Gobblegut can soak it. It's just the pain of being shot at. Yeah, okay. He doesn't hurt Gobblegut, but he does put Gobblegut into a raging frenzy. He then basically starts reloading the crossbow. That gets us to Leia.
What's his name again?
Mm-hmm. You hit.
Well, that's a bit pants. Okay. Don't do a lot of damage. Can I move through Gastus without falling in the water?
It's 5 foot wide, so Gastus would have to be ready to get out the way, I'm going to say.
I'm afraid I'm still in the on guard position against Gadrin, so I'm not going to get out of the way.
How bad an agility roll would it take to jump from there to there?
I thought you better than
You'll need a raise, won't you, for a standing jump? To get 2 inches.
2-inch standing jump, you would need a raise.
I benny that for obvious reasons.
You make it.
You make it.
Can't call myself a cat if I can't manage a jump like that, can I?
This is mine. You'll not have it.
Yeah, I'll let you end. Well, I'm going to end your turn to this, you bless him. That gets us a sassafras tea-berry. Thaddeus, Aki's back and is on hold. Thaddeus is on hold. As soon as I updated the combat tracker, it put you back down where you belong, Gastus, which is good. Sassafras.
My full move puts me just inside the room. I have a chance to and we had to take like various sports classes at the college because they wanted us to be real. And she knows she's not very good at this, but you see her pull out a short bow.
Yes, depending who you target hit. Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. That won't be Walker's save from that shot. Okay, you take a shot with your bow and hit. Why the sound effects? You're a nice bow shot. That should have been.
I guess I'm kind of glad that they made us be well-rounded.
Two wounds on Gobblegut. He's running out of bennies here. His last benny. He's out of bennies, but nicely done. Vorka and Thaddeus, you're on hold, just to remind you. Not Vorka,
Thaddeus
sorry.
Thaddeus just requested interrupt.
I didn't hear the bing. I didn't hear the nice.
It goes bing.
I should have heard the bell go for requesting interrupt.
It got buried under the clank of the combat.
Fair enough. Let's get rid of those annoying sound effects so I can hear it next time. Okay, Thaddeus, so you're up, sir.
Well, all I'm going to do really is run to try and get.
Get you in the room, I think.
In before the shark comes back.
In before the shark comes back. Aki, don't forget you're still on Oh.
And for an
I'll
action,
let Thaddeus finish his move.
Yeah.
For an action, I mean, I'm not going to hit it, but I'll take a shot at. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Well, as long as you're sure of that.
Because it'll hit Leah. Do you know what? I'm going to cantrip the water.
That's as bad as casting magic missile at the darkness, isn't it?
Mm. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
That's me.
Things players say before the things the players say until the GM before the GM kills them. Come on in, the water's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favourite.
Interrupt.
Do the interrupt. Interrupt sound effect's not playing. How annoying is that? That's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, well, I didn't interrupt until I said it. I was just letting you know.
It's just the latest. It's just the latest upbreak, Dazwell. It happens every time.
Annoying.
Whatever now.
Healing works.
Yeah, I'm just healing Thaddeus of his 2 wounds.
I'll tell you why. Because for some reason, it doesn't look. I was hearing interrupts when we were playing Path. I'm going to have to look at why Spelljammer's got interrupts and this doesn't. It's like there's 2 different versions of the same sound pack. That's very weird. That's fine. As long as I know that, my sanity was going funny. You're healing 2 wounds on Thaddeus.
Yes.
You mean going?
I have to give you one for that. Okie dokie, that brings me to a slightly enraged and frenzied Gobblegut.
It brings you to my cat.
On then.
Mew.
You see the move?
Out of the way, the snubby sharks.
Now it's Gobblegut's go.
No.
Right, there we go.
You're going to attack something, you've got to be -90.
Okay, there we go. I have dragged a sound effect for the cat in the sound bar, so I can make the cat go whenever I want. Okay, Gobbleguts is going to make a raged attack upon Leia. Raged frenzied attack upon Leia.
Really?
The deflection protects, and because Gobbleguts is out of bennies, I'm going to just be even again anyway. Okay, Jigsaw Shark number 3. Oh, probably get Jigsaw Shark number 3 is getting a go at you.
I'm probably cruel for making you say that a second time, but it amused me.
Oh, yes. You hear a splash behind you.
Oh dear, has Aki gone swimming?
Aki's gone swimming.
What?
You just got the shark just grabbed you and yanked you into the water and did 2 wounds.
Did my element of manipulation knock him on his ass when he came at me? I don't know.
But did you perform an action to attack it? No.
No. Okay, I'm gonna. I can't believe he attacked me. I'm gonna Benny it and then not be wounded at all, and then his whole thing will have failed.
And then you won't be in the water with it. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. But you've got to soak both the wounds, otherwise it's going to yank you into the water.
That's frustrating.
Only 1 wound. I'll have you in the water with a shark in the water with blood in the water.
I can't draw. Why won't it let me draw? I was going to draw a little shark fin next to
it.
it.
Work.
Hey, are you? Try now. tried the drawing now. I've unlocked the drawing layer.
Thank you.
Oh,
I soaked one of them. I'm still in the water though.
You are. I'm afraid you're in the water as the shark yanks. You hear a yelp of pain, and then you'll pull back in, and then also you hear a reaction from Cease. Right, gobble guts bit, jigsaw shot bit. That brings us to Gastus Latinicus.
Many thanks, Mr. Slayer. If you can keep the beast occupied, I shall step forwards and say, "Defend yourself, sir. You can't bring a crossbow to a sword fight." And then I shall slash and such like in his general direction.
Hold up. Before you do that, I need to do. There you go, because he's got a crossbow at the moment. Therefore, he's technically an unarmed defender. So you get him. So there you go. I've turned it on. Why is there a big brown arrow pointing at you?
I don't know.
Try that again. That was a mess. Stupid over that thing.
Wounds.
2 wounds.
It's got 4 bennies. Let's see what we can do. Try twice to soak. Oh, I might be able to soak those. I do desperately parrying with a crossbow. He manages to block the attacks, and then he basically draws a dagger. Why is there a brown arrow pointing at you again?
I don't know. And then with my
tactics. That's why.
And having but hang on a minute. I hadn't finished my turn.
It's fine. I haven't started the new round yet. I'm just dealing the cards.
Okay. I'll add the wild attack manually then, because then having pushed his crossbow out of the way with my rapier, I then stab him with my mangosh.
I apologise. Well, I'm still loading your characters. I forget you're in.
I know I'm a filthy, dirty dual wielder, aren't I? And that one is a stick and twist in the gut. You see.
I noticed. Oh, that was a 6 into the last second. Oh, I'll spend a GM Benny if I can get it done. Okay, that's 2 wounds. He cries out in pain there as you stick him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the jigsaw shark is a bit is enraged, so it's going to have a go at Aki. Oh, hitting once. I thought that could have been quite nasty. That's another. It chomps down into Aki again, adding more blood into the water.
Excellent.
Oh, you out of bennies?
Yes.
It's terrible.
Well, if they'd kill us gobble guts, we'd take care of that.
Yeah, but Aki's in the water, but unfortunately, the shark is unable to get purchase.
Gnome. A nimble gnome.
You're on the Jack of Spades. I can't see Gedron getting a better card to bump him up the track when you're on the Jack. So
right. So narratively, we're going to assume that the mangosh is still in him. I think.
It's a hit with a ray sound effect. That's.
So the mangosh is still stuck in his belly, and I continue to twist it, saying, "This is for my brother and all the other poor souls you addicted to your foul substance." And if he does at that point slump to the ground looking rather worse for wear, which he does.
He's I shouldn't have deleted him. He's bleeding out.
Well, I will leave him. I will leave him to bleed out for a bit and spin around and assist Leia by stabbing my rapier into that there alligator.
Alligator.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's worth a penny. Pop the rays on. Add the wild. Attack damage.
Guts has no bennies. It's only 9:15. I can do, and this is my last benny. I have no bennies, but Gobbleguts is unharmed as he goes next. Right, well, he's in his rage. He's going to make 2 attacks, one on Leia and one on. Actually, no, he can't. Thinking about what he does narratively, he's just going to go for Gastus. You parry them, yeah, because basically he can't target more than one foe. Because if he grabs one of you, he literally, like the shark, he literally drags you into the water. So of course that means he can't multi-attack. He just basically frenzies on one of you at a time. That brings us to Thaddeus, Wild Soul.
Now, this is probably worth a penny. I could quite easily step backwards and save Aki. But I'm not going to.
Why does that make it worth a penny?
Because I'm not going to. Fuck him.
All right.
I'm going to run over there.
You can't.
Why not?
You can't get past Vorka. You can't get past Vorka and Gastus.
Can I push my way past them?
If you want to push us into the water.
Yes.
Thanks.
So you'll have to do a push on Vorka and then a push on me. Which will be 2 actions.
Actually, it's okay. He's decided he wants to do a James Bond and stand on Gobbleguts' head. Gobbleguts will just eat him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's a leap. So, okay, you're going to get to there. So now you're going to have to push Vorka into the water. So that's opposed athletics checks.
Right.
Or strength.
Or strength, your choice.
Athletics will do. In fact, we'll do strength. Thank God for that. I shall not penny that.
So instead of pushing Vorka into the water, you run up behind Vorka and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me."
Yes, Thaddeus loses the plot, and instead of helping Aki, he charges Garrett, saying, "What did you accuse me of? What did you accuse me of? Well, guess what? In that prison, I killed myself."
Right? But you're here.
Yes, and he's talking to his duck. So, yeah, it all makes perfect sense now.
Okay.
I told you, I think he's quite mad.
No, I think I have an idea what he might be.
Well, he ain't normal.
That, my dear Mistress Sassafras, is most certainly true.
At the end of the day, he still tried to push Vorka. Leia, over to you.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can.
All I could picture was the obviously it's the classic Peter Pan scene of Thaddeus trying to jump across the water, and that point where Hook's legs are inside the crocodile's mouth, trying to stop it shutting.
I'm going to do better than that because I do so much better when I get a raise. So I want a raise.
It's a raise.
There we go, because when I have a raise, my damage gets all uber. Or at least
except the raise damage didn't come on then.
It didn't. What? Why would? What? That's not fair.
You have an extra D10 damage for a raise.
I do.
You should be able to grab and drag the raise, the plus die raise, and just drop it in the chat window.
Yeah, except it didn't. Yeah. I don't know why it didn't do it.
What, as in do that?
Except
then it's just a D6.
Yeah, so
which
you need to
doesn't
roll.
work, so I'll just have to roll a D10. So that's actually 18 damage. I don't know why that didn't do that. That's really weird.
Oh, I know why. Because you hit and then you hit with a raise, didn't you? Because you rolled the damage, I hadn't cleared the first hit.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
So,
well, we know it's
so
18,
Fancy Grounds didn't know you'd done a raise. I can't soak that. I don't think Gobble Guts is unstoppable, not at this level. That's 2 wounds to Gobble Gut. Aki, there's a very big shark trying to eat you.
Oh, really?
It wasn't on there. Excuse me.
You can, of course, just use your elemental manipulation air to just propel you out the water if you want.
Let me at him.
Or you can look at him and say,
out the water and jump onto the side.
Gnomes are friends, not food.
Yeah, that's true. Try Beast Friend on him. He is a shark after all. Call which way you want to go.
I've got no bennies left, and if I fail, it's going to be a wasted thing. But I'm going to go Beast Friend. I didn't fail. There you go. He's down.
Successfully. Okay. Allows you to
push me
speak
up onto the side, lift me out of the water.
The cost is equal to the sum of their size. So how big is a jigsaw shark? A jigsaw shark is...
Can it do?
Size 1. Size 1. So it costs 1 power point. 8 feet long.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay.
There you go. 1 power point spent.
Size minimum 1 per creature. See size controlling 5 walls. Size 0 costs 5 points. Okay. Success means the creature obeys simple commands like a well-trained dog. They attack foes and endanger their lives for a master. The raise on the arcane dice roll means the beasties are more obedient. They won't kill themselves. They overcome natural fears in which to follow orders. So you have made the jigsaw shark your friend. Or
push me up onto the side.
Well, yeah, we'll do it on its action, of course. 10 minutes.
Okay. And then I'm going to try. Well, I can't cast a spell and climb out, can I? I suppose I could. It's movement. I'm going to try and climb out.
Yeah, you can just pull yourself out the water, no problem at all. Especially, the point is, because you've befriended the shark, it won't try to eat you as you move away from it.
Eating my feet as I'm getting out of the water, so I'm going to go there. Shark's going to be outside. I could get the shark to come in here, actually, couldn't I? Can the shark get into this little underground place?
No, I think it's boarded off. Otherwise, the crocodile would just swim away, wouldn't it?
It's Cat's turn now. Right, Cat's going to use magic missile.
There was an ability to cast spells from familiars, wasn't there, once upon a time, but I can't remember where.
Might be able to do it later. I don't think I can do it quite yet.
No, I don't think it's in Path. I think it was a D&D power, not even a Pathfinder power.
So eventually the cat will be able to cast spells. That'll be perfect.
I'm classifying that an anti-Benny.
I think it's one of the wizard. It's either a wizard or a druid thing with familiars or beast friend, where if you cast a spell on yourself, you can have it apply to the familiar as well. As in, you cast a defensive spell on yourself, it happens on the familiar automatically.
Paladins get that with their mounts as well.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. That brings us to Sassafras.
Yeah, she was so excited because those archery classes really seemed to pay off, so she's going to try that again.
Okay.
I got extra bennies. I'll spend one. Yeah, need more practice.
It was obviously lack of first strike, wasn't it? Which reminds me, I need to check my
nervous
notes.
because I've never been in a fight before because I'm just a student.
Okay, Vorka's been targeting people.
Are we not all just students in life, Mistress T-Berry?
Name
That was
what's
obviously
the
another
name?
one. Well, Fanny came up behind you. You got the impression he was sort of trying to push past you, but then he seemed to just stop and fume. Yeah, literally behind you.
Oh no, I gave her a push.
Yeah, he gave me a pat on the back. Yeah, I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you, Dad. Yes, I am doing very well. Thank you. So I will go ahead and step up here and give Gobble Guts a whack with my sword.
Okie dokie. Bad alligator. Bad alligator. 6 and a 1.
No chicken.
Gobble Guts has a parry of 5, so you hit. Even with the with the gang up bonus, you'd have got a +2 on that, which doesn't make it a raise, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, not quite. Woohoo!
Oh, it looked like an 8 for a second, but it changed.
Yeah, I know it did. It did. It decided to flop over. Okay, that's it.
Devon Lamb dies from blood loss. Okay.
Good.
I just put him back on because obviously if he dies, that just solves the problem. Otherwise, one of you can. Okie dokie. All right, Gobbleguts is still there, so obviously we're not out of the woods yet, so we have to deal with Gobbleguts. Sassafras, however, gives everyone bennies.
Hurrah!
Oh, I got a joker. Hey. Well, I'm going to try that shot again because, hey, it's got to work sooner or later.
There goes the 6. That should be happen there. Gobblegut, that would have been a hit with a raise, which it is anyway.
So you got the raise activated, or should I?
No, it's got the raise activated. His 3rd wound upon Gobblegut.
Don't like me.
Jigsaw Shark, I've put on hold because obviously he's just going to swim around out there. And Gobblegut, unshaked. I think Gobblegut's going to go for the newest target.
You mean the one that looks easiest to swallow?
Indeed. However, that deflection power and the shield protect Vorka from Gobblegut's jaw. Brings us to
love the names.
Gobblegut's gob.
Righty-ho, go for it. Mr. Aki, sir,
Okay,
you've still got one round of your elemental manipulation left, so you could pummel it if you want to.
I think I might as well try and pummel it.
Need to remind myself how it works as an attack.
You roll spellcasting to target, and then based on whether it was originally cast with a success or a raise, it does damage.
Cast with a raise, I seem to recall. So, yep, just do your spell, make a spellcasting roll. I've targeted it, so just, yeah. Basically roll elemental manipulation against it, or straightforward, it's fine enough. So, yeah, you hit.
Suppose I could Benny that and see if I can kill it.
You could. You'll need quite a few 4s. But... There you are.
Is that quite a few 4s?
Quite a few 4s indeed.
I pummeled him with wind.
You did indeed. Okay, Beast Friend was...
Oh, them cabbages.
You can give us all a Benny now.
I'm going to turn off the light sensitivity. No, I'm not, because there are bright lights in here. The gaseous light power will still be on. The deflection goes. The vulnerability goes. The deflection goes. Beast Friend stays. Elemental manipulation will go. Then I clear all. And okay, so.
So did that card automatically give people bennies, or do you need to award them?
He said he had Zalara Esmeralda in the next room, so the moment the alligator is done, I'm going to go and try and bash through into that room to rescue her.
Hold fire before
clearly
that.
She's been captured since we saw her.
Hold fire. Okay. Heroes with betrayed, Orca. Love lost, Leah. Unhappy childhood, Aki. You all receive a bene for a measure of closure for the fact that Gedron has
been defeated.
Being brought to justice by death in this case. Betrayed, love lost, or unhappy childhood, you get a Benny for defeating Gedron. Okay, that's fine.
Benny for that.
You were you got framed, so no, you don't.
Yes, that's good.
Right, I am unlocking the tokens. So hold. Right, so obviously I'm just going to. Now, I'm just going to do a couple of things before I give you the description for that room you're in, Castus. So, yeah, obviously I just need to set up the entrance gear. Okay.
Healing myself.
Okie dokie. Right. So now, if you remember the description of this room, there's a sort of the room,
treasure, yeah.
The piles of treasure. So that's what I was going to go for first. So there's 3 tables heaped with clutter standing amid the mess in the southwest corner. Okay, so there's the door, which is fine. So okie dokie. So I was just getting ready because obviously you've pushed into the room, so I can't. I'm just getting the parcels sorted out. You push into the room, and someone put the cat over the pin. Thank you very much. That made it fun.
Cat sitting on the table licking his balls.
I know, but the foul-smelling room seems to be a combination bedroom and study. A wooden bed with a lumpy mattress stands against the east wall, while a round table heaped with dirty plates, bread crusts, stained goblets, fruit rinds, and scuttling cockroaches sit nearby. At the foot of the bed sits a large strongbox. Slightly rusted lock secures it, and a mouldy ledger with pages rippled from moisture sit atop its lid. A sagging dresser filled with moth-eaten clothes well past the glory days is in one corner. What appears to be a wooden hat box surrounded by a small cloud of flies sits atop this dresser.
Ew. I think I know what's in that.
So do I, based on what he said.
So I'm going to say, basically we're out of combat, but for the ease, I'm just going to sort of move you down as if we were in combat. You know what I mean?
So, Castus, are you going to get ahead of us and open that box?
I have a feeling I'm going to, yes.
No, I think he's just going to cut to the heart of the matter.
Ooh. Do you want for that as well? Because one of those could be right. So, Volker, basically, you're in that room. What do you wish to do in that?
I'm going to go over here and make sure that Gadrian is in fact dead. And then I'm going to start rifling through the
I've got an idea. Let's check if he's dead. I'll rip his throat out with my teeth.
Okay. Are you to check it while you're checking if he's dead? Are you sort of going to pat him down, as it were? Anyway,
let's face it. He said Zalara was pretty, and he couldn't feed her to his alligator. I have a feeling that that may not have been a living person that hired us.
I'm just going to dump. I'm just going to dump.
Wobbly, spooky stuff going
I'm going to dump all. I'm going to dump all of Gedron's. So, going back. That's fine. So you basically you check him down. You pat him down. You find lots of equipment. He's quite dead. Don't forget, there's an awful lot of items in the parcels sheet. I'm assuming you're good. Obviously, you've got time to explore the place. Go back to the floor above, so you can start going through that. Not a problem there.
Okay.
That
Doing a
brings
quick
us to
check magic. Are the 3 items magical tunic, dagger, and wand the only magical items in there?
Dagger, tunic, and wand. Yes. Yeah, because the keys are not. The keys aren't ID'd because, of course, you don't know what their keys to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was it.
That are never locked.
Probably. Thaddeus, you go over and basically make sure Gedron's dead, apparently by ripping his throat out. Okay, that brings us to Sassafras.
Sassafras would have gone up there to help Vorka because she wants to make sure any money that they recover or anything of value is handed over to whoever takes care of the orphans that Gastius was talking about.
Basically, okay, looking over the tables, very few trinkets or junk on the tables are worth much. However, there appear to be. I don't think actually. There appears to be 7. You find 7 vials of vermin repellent. You also find a dark wood coffer that's latched but not locked. Opening the coffer, you find it contains 20 doses of shiver.
Shiver.
Shiver is something I want to hand over to the authorities, given half a chance.
Is there a way I can identify the magic wand? Because given my studies, that would interest me.
You can make an occult roll on the magic wand, yes. It's technically upstairs, but I'm going to argue you grabbed it and just pulled it down here.
2 things I'd like to do.
It's a wand of acid splash. I'm going to give it to you.
I would like to grab the ledger, because I want to have a look at that later, and then I'm going to open the hat box.
Yeah, back into Gedron's den. Treasure in Gedron's den.
Gedron's definitely dead because he tastes sour.
He tastes sour. Did you eat him?
Ripped his throat out.
With his teeth?
Okay. So you said you were going for the hat box, did you?
Yes,
yeah.
It was not
I'm picking up the ledger, then opening the hat box.
Okay. The ledger is... Okay. Well, I'll go for the hat box first. The hat box contains something shocking, although I think some of you have already determined. Zalara's severed head, poorly preserved and decorated with unsightly makeup in a crude attempt to give her dead flesh the semblance of life.
Yeah, so I didn't want to actually tell anybody at the time, but yeah, we were hired by a dead person. I just thought you'd freak you out, that was all.
Okay.
I think we're traveling with the dead person, so I mean,
I'm rather certain.
How frequent would we have been?
Right. This is possibly a little bit disturbing, but I don't think that hat box is a good place to keep her head. But I'm going to pick it up and wrap it in the cleanest bit of clothing I can, so it can be given a proper burial. And
proper bedding, you dirty bastard.
And look in what's left of her eyes and shake my head and say, "I am so sorry, Mistress Esmeralda. I am so sorry."
But we got revenge for her.
Anybody who cares to examine the head can make a healing check.
a healing check. I don't have healing, but I'll make an unskilled roll.
But, other people. If you want to let anyone else look at the head, you could. Okay.
That wound is gone now because I healed myself. So that's
you did say that. Apologise. Okay. Aki, obviously, what actually happens is the cat makes a noise. There you go. And obviously, the cat obviously calls Aki over as you're sort of trying to deal with the head. Aki sort of notices, and Aki, as far as you're concerned, that head has been that head is been the fortune teller has been dead for weeks. Weeks.
Dead
For
weeks.
Oh, the other thing. The other
strange incident.
If you want it to, I want. You also notice Gastus. Basically, as you sort of pick the box up, you notice a smaller wooden box under the ragged stump of her neck.
Okay, I'll once I've wrapped the head up ready for taking for a burial, I will have a look at this smaller wooden box.
Is this a nice woman?
This is the lady that hired us.
Today.
Yeah.
She hired us weeks ago.
No, she hired you today.
Whatever that.
She hired you today. Don't forget.
I've got this card.
Oh yes, I got
card here. Do we like her? Do we?
Yes,
we do like her. Yes, but she's not an extra.
Resurrection.
No.
Hard to resurrect somebody without their head, or in this case, without their body.
If it's been several weeks, maybe her spirit has already passed on elsewhere.
Resurrection's 20 power points as well.
I was going to say you haven't got the. You'd have to short cast 9 power points.
Ouch.
So it's only casting at -9.
Well, that's fine if you got the ace card, I guess. Otherwise, there's no way.
Okay. Well, I can't play that card then.
No, and I'm trying to. It won't let me give it back to you, annoyingly. So I have tried.
Doesn't matter.
Well, there's my Benny for having picked up Dark Bargain. Can I have another adventure card?
Hold on.
Get an adventure card, an extra adventure card.
Resurrection requires a reasonably complete corpse no more than a year old. So technically, resurrection would work. But however, I'm afraid she's supposed to stay dead.
Well, but hang on. It also says it requires a reasonably complete corpse.
Yes,
We've
exactly.
only got
and
the head.
you've only got the head. He fed the body to the shark. So you can't use resurrection. Thank you for.
The shark is my friend, though. I was like, yeah,
not the shark, the gobblegut.
The alligator.
I'm betting in that box beneath her head is that deck that she said he stole from her.
So,
well, I'm wondering on the grounds that's why I picked it up to have a look inside it.
Oh, right, okay, get the point.
We avenged her death, so, or you guys did. I was mostly, messing around with.
Okay.
Look at me.
Well, apparently the duck says eventually what we might do is teach us a spell we can go and talk to her. I don't know. But that's going to take a while.
Well, what is in this box that was underneath her head then?
Did it just? He gave you another card, didn't it? You just got another card.
Yes, I did.
Okay. A smaller ragged box under the stump of her neck. Don't tell me I forgot to add it to the treasure share. Get to add it to the treasure pile. Okay, smaller on the box sits below, in a smaller on what's in see treasure below. So then in treasure below, I know what it is. I'm just trying to work out how I managed to miss it. Ledger, Colossus. I bet you it doesn't actually say it, so I haven't put it in. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I missed it out, which is absolutely fine because that's why we're testing this sort of stuff.
by the way, for the record, I am not.
I created it. Let's unlock it.
If nobody else objects, I'm going to grab the Thunderstone and I'm going to grab the Shiver from the.
Hold up! You haven't even opened up the chest in this room yet. There's plenty more to come yet.
Sorry.
So I'm just sorting things out. It appears to be. It appears to be a Harrow deck.
Then I will pocket that so we can take it to her next of kin at some point. See if we can find them. I know her son was taken by Gadrin Lamb, but she may have some other family.
You said something about her Harrow deck being taken and then her having it returned to her.
I was going to say we can always just take it back to her. I mean, she's probably still at that house, right?
No, it's right here.
Not entirely sure.
Possibly she might be at the house.
I'd actually be your occult roll.
Well, then I will look after it and we will return it to her house.
It's in your inventory.
Now, can I use a cult to identify some of this dagger and armor?
If I go back,
I haven't finished yet. Let me finish. Let me finish because he was doing two things. We haven't even got round to the end of the round yet. So Aki's goblin thing here. So the ledger on top of the strongbox contains a complete and concise accounting of much of Gadrin Lamb's criminal activities, although the entries are somewhat coded. A character who can speak Varisia and can make an academic check to obviously decipher the code. So obviously. So yeah, it'll take you a while for you to work it out, but you'll get it. The ledger is worth more than Gadrin's death or capture to the ghost guard. Okay, you reckon that? Yeah, the authorities would allow you from. Obviously, this. I'm telling you this now, although it's in your downtime. You'll determine this. It will allow the authorities to close books on more than a dozen minor and few major unsolved cases. And probably there's a reward for handing it over.
Well, I'm intending to take the Shiver to the authorities, so I'll certainly want to take this as well.
Okay.
So what do you mean go to the authorities?
Okay. So the footlocker is. I
hope we're not all going to the authorities.
That footlocker is locked, of course, with that rusty lock. Obviously, people did find.
We've got these keys. We've got
all these keys. Yes, you've got a lot of keys. It will tell. Well,
there's a rusty key here and an iron key.
It's probably the rusty key then, isn't it?
And a brass key.
Well, do you want to try the rusty? Well, I mean, obviously you can walk it. If you want to try the rusty key in the rusty lock, by all means, do so. Because at the moment, obviously, Gastis is flicking through this ledger, obviously already starting to try and decode it. So, using the rusty iron key, you unlock the strong box, which means I get to add even more items to the party sheet. Okay, inside the footlocker. Each treasure is individually wrapped in a cloth that's tied shut with a twine. So there's a narrow teak cigar case inlaid with tiny bits of jade, a 2-pound gold ingot bearing the Chelex coats of arms, a miniature gold crown, a fist-size scrimshaw carving of a kraken with garnets for eyes, a silver ring bearing the inscription "For Emma, for the light in my nights," a highly realistic and highly scandalous ivory figurine of 2 entwined succubi, a masterwork shuriken, an adamantine arrowhead, a masterwork dagger with a strange blade shaped almost like a key bearing the inscription "The inspiration of a father," an abalone shell holy symbol of Shellin, a glass tube containing basically containing some oil that is magical in nature, an obsidian magic wand, a bejeweled brooch with a golden clasp.
Oh, she's got the magic wand because
this brooch is obviously this brooch is obviously the most valuable object in the entire collection. The circular gold brooch depicts a house drake and an imp coiled around each other in an almost yin-yang pattern. The pseudo-dragon's eye is an amethyst, while the imp's eye is an emerald. Anyone like to make a common knowledge check?
Well, stuff like that, if we can work out who it belongs to, it's probably worth more to them to return it than anything else.
Yeah, because Sassafras was one poking through it. She's going to at least try to...
Vorka fails, but Sassafras passes, Gastus passes, Aki passes. I shall share the image.
Crazy, but cool.
It also tells you who owns it if you read the text.
It's the Queen's. Okay. We should take that to the
Reminds
guardhouse
me
as
of
well,
the,
then.
of the description of the Queen's brooch.
Not only that, but it might buy some friendship with the Queen, because I hear she's pretty powerful.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
Well, I got a raise, and it just took ages to roll that for some reason.
Okay, that's fine. Something I knew it was in there somewhere. I just had to get all the way down to the bottom.
The garnet thingy, the garnet amulet. Was it a garnet amulet? Yes. Is that just a garnet amulet? Because if so, I might say if nobody else is interested. I quite like that.
But look, it's all in the party sheet, so yeah, by all means, just start telling me who wants nabbing what, and I'll start putting names to things. You want the amulet, do you?
Yes, please. I like garnets.
So
I will take hold of the brooch for now, as I'm intending to go to the guard to return the shiver and the journal anyway. I might as well take that and return it to the guard as well, and they can get it back to the Queen.
And I found another magic wand, so I'm immediately going to do what I can to identify that.
Somebody should totally take that. That's an awesome knife, and if I didn't have better damage with my claws, I would take it, but
it's a wand of magic missile with 12 charges left.
Ooh,
let's have a look at this tunic. No, I can't really tell much about it other than it's magical.
I'm taking the wand of magic missiles because she realizes that fighting this has gotten turned into she's not.
How about the oil?
Does anybody have a problem with me destroying this shiver?
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to take it to the authorities along with this ledger that proves that Gadrin Lamb was trading in Shiver.
In that case, fine. What's the inscription on the silver ring?
Is there any more magical items?
Well, I've identified the magical oil.
For Emma, the light is light in my nights.
I'm looking for it right now.
If you open it up, it's right there. For Emma, the light in my
I'm looking for the oil. Which there it is. There we go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of magical stuff here.
Sorry, asking stupid questions.
Okay, now where's the oil moved to?
Glass tube of oil in brackets. Right.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Oh, I'll grab that then. Haven't identified it.
Does anyone want the holy abalone shell's holy symbol of shelling?
Well, everybody kept talking over me, but yes, obviously, Vorka is going to want to say
I knew you'd want that. Okay, there's a non-magical leather tunic and a magical leather tunic.
Magic leather tunic, I like that. Looks good to me when we find out what it is.
One of those is.
Just requires an occult check.
I don't have a cult. I've got faith.
I'm having the.
I'll check it for you.
I'll have the disguise kit.
Okay.
It is an Aegis leather tunic. So obviously, in other words, magic armor +1. Okay.
How big is the coffer?
It contained the Darkwood coffer contained the 20
doses of Shiver.
Doses of Shiver.
So
I may as well go with it.
And I'll have the coffer as well to go.
I mean, the
Shiver.
coffer it weighs 3 pounds, so it's probably a bit on. It's good and solid and probably a bit sizey.
Yeah, I'll still take it with the Shiver in it because I don't want to be touching the Shiver to be perfectly honest.
Just,
avoid it.
Did anyone identify the magic dagger yet?
I'll have a look at it. see if I can tell anything about it. Yeah, it's magic.
Oh, it's cursed, Gastus. It's cursed. No one should touch it. Thaddeus and Vorka, you identify it as a dagger of damaging.
Well, Thaddeus is well. I'm aware of Thaddeus's curse, but I'm not going to hold it against him. And if he wants to take the cursed dagger, she should be fine with it.
It's a damage.
The strong books in area A14.
What does?
Rusty iron key. It says so in the description.
Yeah, I know, because you used it. Which reminds me, you don't need that one, so I'll get rid of that. You've used the rusty iron key.
Shuriken as well. Since I use Shuriken.
Okay, so that leaves obviously. Okay, so anyone want the acid flasks? Otherwise, we'll start. We'll obviously in the downtime. We'll assume you're selling it.
3 flasks of acid.
I'll have the flask of acid because I'm going to be second winter.
Adamantine arrowhead. Any archers out there?
Well, I've got a bow as well.
Vorka will take the last acid flask.
In that case, do them manually. Literally drag the acid flasks rather than let me allocate them. For that very reason. Anyone?
Drag.
A dagger of damaging.
It's cursed according to Gastus.
That masterwork dagger, the one that's shaped like a key.
Yes.
I'm sure I remember something about that when I was reading the background on Corvosa. May I make a common knowledge roll to see if there's anything significant about it that I, as a native Corvosan, might know?
Can, but I don't know anything about it. To tell you.
No, it was obviously obviously a pointless
roll
story.
For you. This is not your day. You might want to stop rolling here.
Yeah.
Someone took one of the shiver. There's only 19 left.
Yes, I took one of them. I was trying to take all 20.
Yes, okay. That's the thing. If you want to take one, you should be able to drag one. If you want to take, if you're taking, if you want to take them all. Okay. Anybody interested in the vermin repellent?
It might be useful if we face like a horde of giant rats one day. So yeah, I'll take that.
Or a swarm of rats might be handy.
You never know when something like that might just come in handy.
You got to bear in mind also vermin. I think is I might not actually. I don't think vermin is a type in Savage Pathfinder.
Yes, it is.
So vermin probably does include spider swarms.
Yes, it does. You know what? I'm going to take that masterwork dagger with the inscription. For an inspiration of a father, if it was in Gadrin's hands, that sounds like the kind of thing that, again, might be worth handing over to the watch. So I will take that dagger.
Which one? The dagger. Oh, you take the dagger.
The one with the inscription on it.
That silver ring's no good.
There's 5 of these vermin repellent. Does anybody else want any, or should I just take one?
Well, I've taken one, so I think if we all take one each, just in case. You know what I mean?
Fair
I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to allocate what we found there. So I see there's an acid flask, there's a crossbow, there's some bolts, there's a dagger, there's fist-eyed shrimp. Obviously, unless anyone takes anything else, I'm going to assume that you in the next couple of days you sell it.
Yeah.
The old ingot with the Chillax coat of arms. Is that something that might sell better to like a collector, or be something that we should give to somebody important?
To be honest, I suppose you want to roll. Yeah, I will put it like this: you'll get a flat 50% if you just sell it off. If someone wants to take it and then sort of do the whole networking to find a seller, you could probably get its full worth. How's that sound?
I'm perfectly happy to take that because Cheliax was the nation that founded Corvosa originally. I'm again perfectly happy to take that because I'm intending to go to the City Watch with all the proof of what Gadrin Lamb did and such like.
Anyone wants masterwork hand crossbow or masterwork cookery before I sell them?
Oh, I took those because Sassafras wasn't prepared for. She's a student. She was not prepared for all this bloodshed, but she's like arming herself up to the teeth.
In that case, if you're taking the crossbow, you might want to take the bolts as well.
Oh, I didn't take the crossbow. I have a bow.
You took the kukri. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh,
I took the regular dagger and the kukri. Once I saw that a kukri is only about a foot long, then Sassafras could handle that.
Yes, curved blade. It's an utterly awesome thing. That particular one being mastered.
Okay, so Gastus is taking that. Anybody taking anything else before I just flog it?
Well, is there anything in there? What's the silver ring? Is that not?
I think
silver ring with inscription for Emma
would be fairly tricky because we don't know anything more about it other than the name Emma.
Right in my nights, she could be a star.
The succubi ivory figurines are probably worth a fair bit if you sell them to the right person, but you'll get half the value of them if you just want to flog them. You know what I mean? The market. That's what I'm trying to say here is, you could sell them as a job lot and get 50% of their value, but if you actually want to take the time to try and find a trader and sell them off, you'll sell them off for the 100% value. Is the point I'm trying to make.
The kind of things we need to find Chakal for. He used to do this for us.
I'm sorry we weren't able to find your young friend, Mr. Steeberry.
Well, as much as Vorka would like to have all the extra pay for selling these to the right place, I don't think that I would be the best person to sell them because I would expect somebody to think that I stole them, and although I may have at one point, I didn't steal them this time.
Well, Gastus has friends that he said would take care of these orphans we got safe. And I think any money we make off of this should go to them so they can take care of the orphans. So we might want to get as much money as possible. But I'll leave that to Gastus because he knows his friends.
They would be more than happy for any donations, I'm sure. I'll have to go and visit them.
Well, maybe they can get more out of it than we could because, you know.
Just sell them then.
Yeah, I'm happy with what I've got.
There we go. No.
Yes. Sorry, I was going figuratively on you
then. No. I to whisper. I'm saying out loud to a whisper because I can't remember what I'm looking for. No.
Righto.
Okie dokie. Right, after you basically find the head out of the fishery back into you went in quite late, so probably I will say it's obviously we'll probably say it's spring or summer, so it gets light early. You'd be still night actually as you emerge out from the fishery back into civilization of Kavosa. You happen to notice you notice the flickering glow of fires is impossible to miss. The clang of bells sing out in harmony with a cacophony of screams, the clash of steel on steel, shrieks of terror, and even the periodic detonation of arcane power.
Uh-oh.
A wing of sable...
Just a side note. Just a real quick side note. Vorka's thing was an unhappy childhood, too. It's just that I found religion to get me out of it.
Yeah, no, I gave the right people beddies because I had you down there as Vorka's. Oh, betrayed. Okay, so I'll give you one. Well, we're nearly at the end anyway, so we won't worry too much. A wing of sable company hippogriff riders swoop overhead Angling towards Castle Corvosa at breakneck speed, one of the badly wounded hippogriff mounts rains blood down onto the street around you, and before it succumbs, crashing headlong into a statue, taking its rider and itself to a messy bone-crunching demise.
Aiden's balls!
The others in flight do not pause to check on their fallen ally. Amid the chaos, the voice of the Corvosan herald cut through the din. The king is dead! Long live the queen! Only to be shouted down by a ragged cries of, "Hang the queen!" or "The usurper must die!" It seems the whole city has gone mad while you battled Gedron in his lair. Strikes me as a good time to leave it.
I think the authorities may be a little busy to take what you have to offer.
Yes, indeed.
But there's a queen, so she'll probably want to report it back. I bet that'll make this more valuable.
So, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a good time to leave it. Yes.
Just before you leave it, right? So he's whittering on about the papers. My name is mentioned. My name is in his notes.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
It's not.
Wasn't your name.
Oh, I misunderstood then.
So, is there any clue in the notes about how I can get the claw off my back?
Oh, hold up. Sorry, I apologise.
I thought you said that I would be able to decipher what really happened with Thaddeus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your brother. Sorry, I got confused.
No.
Yeah, but he's right. That's what I'm saying.
Hang on, I just need to remind myself. Yeah, actually, Thaddeus's background would be in the book. Have you read it? Yes.
Thaddeus's background in the book, but I'm saying he has Cassius gets a clue as to how he could use the book in the current predicament.
I don't know that's going to stop the city from burning down, but I'm pretty sure I can use it to clear your name.
Where's the city burning? Or what part of the city is burning?
Large amounts of it from the description. And somebody's shooting hippogriff riders out of the sky, which is probably fairly bad as well.
They don't shoot the hippogriffs.
Find out next time. But anyway, no. No, there won't be anything in there won't be anything in the book, I'm afraid, that helped you, Thaddeus, rereading that.
That will help me with what particularly?
Not you. I'm talking to Thaddeus.
Oh, right.
Gedron didn't document what he did to you in the book. It does show, however, what he did to your brother Gatstus, because of course that was a criminal enterprise. What he did to Thaddeus was just to get out of shit, and therefore he didn't put it down in the book.
I see.
There we go. We shall leave it there. With the city on fire and chaos in the streets, city gone mad.
Maybe we need to save the city before we get a level up.
Did I just see a spam message pop up?
No, it's gone already. Yes, you did. They do happen. Well, no, you don't. Aftermath transformation. So, yeah, you found the dagger. Sorry, I scrolled down. The key-shaped dagger is actually do have some background, but you failed on that one, so that's okay. You made a common knowledge check, didn't you? And failed to recognise it.
Yes.
Yes. Which is fine. Yes, I knew I'd missed something. The spell like radio. That's fine. And I'm glad you said that because I had completely. I was going to save it for next time, but you know, if you're insisting.
Hooray!
We may not be really well known, but we are well known enough in the criminal world for having killed Gadrian that
the labs will tell people what you did.
Well, with all this fire going on, I'm going to tell them to go back into the really damp building, and we will come and pick them up when I've rounded up the.
Unfortunately, you sent the labs out before you confronted Gedron, didn't you?
Oh yes, Vorka did. So we'll have to go to the temple to get them from there, and hope they've survived.
So remind me next week. It's very confusing. Remind me next week. I take it back. Sorry, I take it back. Remind me next week that once you've broken the code in the book, to give Thaddeus a Benny, because it does prove that I take it back. Gedron did orchestrate the murder from the framed background. Okay. I apologise. I was looking on the wrong. I was looking on the wrong page when I was being asked that question. So there we go. So yes, it will clear your name, Thaddeus. I apologise. We'll get a Benny beginning next week.
And playing Get the Clue card. Does that help for next week as well?
Maybe that'll help me decipher it.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes. Exactly.
Maybe you figured out the clue gives you the key.
Indeed. But we shall leave it there. Right. Well, we'll leave it there. Everyone's spent their pennies and PowerPoints, and you've all got lots of commission.
Cipher, of course.
And next time you shall see what happens with the city gone mad.